Okay, so when will we complete it? Okay, I will show you. I'll present my screen. Just to make sure that it is visible for you. Okay, visible for all of you. So today we will start your seventh lesson, human settlements. Okay. So my voice is clear for everyone. Hello. Okay. Okay. So let's start your seventh lesson. It's human settlements. Okay. So examples of settlement patterns in India. Okay. हा एक खूप जास्त हाईट वरून घेतलेला फोटो आहे मे बी सॅटेलाइटने. ओके. फिगर 7.1a 7.1b. So let's move for the narration. Okay. So they have told us to study the two types of settlement patterns in India, figure 7.1a and 7.21b. Okay. And they have asked some questions based on that. Identified the type of settlements. Okay. हे दोन फिगर्स किंवा पिक्चर्स तुम्ही बघू शकता. त्याचा पॅटर्न किंवा टाइप जरासा वेगळा आहे. So what type of settlements are these? Okay. Which one is nucleated settlement and why? Okay. Nucleated settlement कोणती आणि का आहे? ओके. विच वन इज डिस्पर्स्ड सेटलमेंट, आणि कोणती एक सेटलमेंट आहे की जी अत्यंत सर्वदूर पसरली आहे, तिचं स्प्रेड झालेलं आहे किंवा डिस्पर्स झालेलं आहे. ओके. थोडक्यात एके ठिकाणी लोक राहत नाही, दूर दूर अंतरावर राहतात. व्हॉट कुड बी रिझन बिहाइंड इट, आणि त्यामागे कारण काय असू शकतं. ओके. कॅन यू गेस इन विच रिजन आर द सेटलमेंट्स लोकेटेड इन इंडिया. तर इंडियामध्ये हे सेटलमेंट्स कुठे कुठे लोकेटेड आहे असे त्यांनी चार एक क्वेश्चन्स विचारले तुम्हाला. सो जस्ट बघून तुम्ही काय सांगू शकता की आय डोंट थिंक यू कॅन टेल. ओके. Geographical explanation. So is everything all right, friends? If anybody is having any problem, hello. Okay, directly you don't have doubts. What about other students? Are they listening? Okay, Sitaram, Nerurkar, Avanya, Kalindi, Mahendra. Okay, all right. Okay, just now we have seen the two photographs or two pictures. Let's see the explanation for that. In India, we can see a variety of settlement patterns given the variety of climatic factors, availability of the water, slope of the land, and level of development. म्हणजे काय, इंडियामध्ये आपण व्हरायटी ऑफ सेटलमेंट्स बघतो. ओके, जे काही सेटलमेंट झालेले आहे, लोक राहतात, ओके, तेथे प्रस्थापित झालेले आहेत. ओके, तर त्याचे वेगवेगळे पॅटर्न्स आहे सेटलमेंटचे. तर हे दीज आर बेस्ड ऑन climatic factors, availability of the water at that place, okay, what is the slope of land at that place, okay, in that region, and also level of development. म्हणजे काय, तेथे विकास काय कशा पद्धतीचा झालेला आहे, ओके, विकासाचा स्तर कसा आहे, विकास लेवल काय आहे त्या हिशोबाने. So nucleated settlements are found throughout the plateau region of Narmada Valley, paddy lands in Bihar, UP, okay, Vindhya Plateau, and several other cultivated parts of the India. तर जसं नावच माहिती आहे आपल्याला, न्यूक्लिएटेड म्हणजे काय, एका जागी बरीचशी मोठ्या प्रमाणात वस्ती किंवा मोठ्या प्रमाणात सेटलमेंट. सो भारतामध्ये कोणकोणत्या ठिकाणी हा आपण सेटलमेंट बघू शकतो न्यूक्लिएटेड, तर प्लॅट्यू रिजन ऑफ नर्मदा व्हॅली, म्हणजे नर्मदा जे खोरं आहे, ओके, त्याचा जो काही सपाट प्रदेश आहे, ओके, पठारी भाग आपण त्याला म्हणतो, तर त्या प्लॅट्यूवर. पुन्हा पॅडी लँड्स इन बिहार, बिहारमध्ये पण पॅडी लँड्स आहे. युपी मध्ये पण मोठ्या प्रमाणात न्यूक्लिएटेड सेटलमेंट्स आपल्याला दिसून येते. ऑल्सो विंध्य प्लॅटू, आपल्याला विंध्य पर्वत माहिती, ओके, माउंटेन्स, विंध्य माउंटेन्स, ओके. सो इन दॅट प्लॅटू ऑल्सो सेव्हरल अदर कल्टिवेटेड पार्ट्स ऑफ द इंडिया, आणि भारतात जो काही इतर सुपीक जो काही जमिनीचा प्रदेश आहे, ओके, जेथे शेती वगैरे मोठ्या प्रमाणात केली जाते, तर अशा भागात मुख्यतः न्यूक्लिएटेड सेटलमेंट्स आहेत. ऑन द अदर हँड, dispersed settlements are found in tribal parts covering central part of India, eastern and southern Rajasthan, Himalayan slopes, and land with dissected and uneven topography. ओके, आपण बघितलं न्यूक्लिअर सेटलमेंट्स कुठे असतात, जिथे जरासा फ्लॅट रिजन आहे, लँड व्यवस्थित आहे, ओके, प्लॅटो आहे व्यवस्थित, की जिथे राहण्यासाठी योग्य वातावरण वगैरे आहे. परंतु ऑन द अदर हँड, जे काही डिस्पर्स सेटलमेंट आहे, तर ती कुठे आढळते, मुख्यतः ट्रायबल पार्ट्स कव्हरिंग सेंट्रल पार्ट ऑफ इंडिया. भारताचा जो काही मध्य भारत आहे, तर तेथे जे काही हिली रिजन आहे किंवा ट्रायबल पार्ट आहे, तर त्या ठिकाणी डिस्पर्स सेटलमेंट आपल्याला दिसून येते. ऑल्सो ईस्टर्न अँड साऊदर्न राजस्थान, ओके, वी ऑलरेडी नो Rajasthan. Okay, Rajasthan is a desert. The major part of the Rajasthan is covered with desert. That's why the eastern and southern Rajasthan is also dispersed settlements. Population is very dispersed there. Also, Himalayan slopes. We already know it is very difficult to stay in a region which is very slopey. Okay, एखाद्या भागात समजा रिजनचा स्लोप असेल, जास्त उतार असेल, उतार चढाव असेल, तर अशा ठिकाणी सेटलमेंट्स करणं मुश्किल आहे. दॅट्स वाय देर इज अ डिस्पर्स सेटलमेंट्स इन हिमालयन स्लोप्स ऑल्सो. ऑल्सो विथ डायसेक्टेड अँड अनइव्हन टोपोग्राफी. अनइव्हन टोपोग्राफी म्हणजे काय, जो काही हिली रिजन आहे, ओके, वर खाली आहे जमीन, ओके, खाच खळगे आहे, स्लोप आहे. सो दिस इज नथिंग बट दी अनइव्हन टोपोग्राफी. So in that region, already, obviously, it is naturally that we cannot stay there. Okay, that's why there is a uh, dispersed population or settlement. Okay. So did you understand? Hello. What is nucleated settlements? Why it is nucleated settlements over there? Okay. What is dispersed settlement? Where we can find the dispersed settlement in India? Okay, all right. Okay, they have asked you for some. Let's recall काही गोष्टी तुम्हाला आठवायला सांगितले. Some amenities and facilities are given here. Tick in the relevant column. Okay, it is work for you. Tick in the relevant column and complete the table on the basis of their presence in urban and rural areas or both. Okay. and write 5 sentences on each with example from with your vicinity. म्हणजे काय, इथे काही फॅसिलिटीज किंवा अम्युनिटीज दिलेल्या आहे. ओके. आणि इथे 2 कॉलम आहे, अवेलेबल इन विलेज, अवेलेबल इन सिटीज. म्हणजे जी विलेज मध्ये अवेलेबल आहे त्याला टिक मार्क करायचं, जी सिटी मध्ये अवेलेबल आहे त्याला. ओके. सो पेट्रोल पंप इज अवेलेबल इन सिटी, नॉट इन विलेजेस. ओके. थिएटर इन नॉट विलेजेस, इट इज इन सिटीज. वीकली मार्केट, वीकली मार्केट इज available in village also and in cities also. Primary health care, okay, it is available at the both villages and cities. Police outpost, okay, so major outposts are in the cities and some outposts are in villages also. Art gallery, okay, in villages it is not available, in cities it is available. Gram panchayat is available in villages and not in the cities. Agriculture Produce Market Committee, APMC, okay. So APMC are in the cities only, it is not in the village generally. Primary school available in both, senior school maybe in cities only. College, shop, okay, you can do it on your own. Okay, you can easily understand. So examples of settlement patterns in Brazil. Okay, Brazil मध्ये इथं settlement pattern दिलेला आहे. Okay, the lowlands of Amazon River, and here is Sao Paulo. Okay, 7.2 and 7.2 billion. Okay, you can easily see in the first figure you can see lowlands of the Amazon River, where there is a very rare population or very dispersed population. And here in the Sao Paulo you can see that whole white part. Okay, this is nothing but the nucleated settlement. Okay, all the peoples are here. Okay, dense, very dense atmosphere or very dense population over there. Okay, in the figure 7.2a and b, you can see images of 2 settlements in Brazil. One is from the Amazon River basin in Brazil, while other belongs to coastal area. Observe the settlement patterns carefully and name the types of settlement pattern. Write a comment on their density and types. Okay, just now we have discussed that the first figure shows dispersed settlements, and the second one is nucleated settlement, because at the coastal region there is plateau. Okay, there is no slopy region, that's why the whole population is settled over there. And in the Amazon river basin there is a very rainy atmosphere. Okay, uh, very wet land there, that's why people cannot live there. That's why the population is very rare there, very less dense. Okay. Okay, so did you understood that nucleated population settlement and dispersed settlement, or any doubt? Okay. So geographical explanation for Brazil. Okay, for these 2 figures, let's see. The earlier settlement in Brazil were formed by the settlers from Europe, mainly in the coastal areas. Okay, already we know the colonization by the Europeans. Okay, in everywhere in the world. So they also come to Brazil and they get settled in the coastal area because they have easy access to the sea, the coast, for the transport, for the trade. Okay, so that's why the main European peoples get settled in the coastal areas in the Brazil. Now the settlements have developed and are densely populated. Okay, तेव्हा थोडेसे लोक आले होते, थोडेसे युरोपियन्स होते, परंतु जशी टाइम पुढे वाढत गेला. ओके, काळ होत गेला पुढे, so that population becomes very dense. Many peoples started to living there. Okay, population also increased. The major reasons of development are as follows. Although the coastal climate is hot and humid and flatland is limited due to rugged topography, the region has a good water supply and a large range of natural resources. Example, Sao Paulo. तर मित्रांनो आपण बघितलं की कोस्टल जे काही क्लायमेट आहे ते थोडंसं हॉट आहे. इट इज समॉट वॉट अँड ऑल्सो ह्युमिड. Humidity is much more in that atmosphere at the coastal areas. Also, the flatland is very limited. Okay, we can see in the graph of the topographic map of the Brazil that the coastal region is a very narrow strip. That's why the flatland is very limited. But still, their water supply is very good. Okay, in the coastal region, water supply is very good. Also, large range of natural resources also available there. That's why the more population is situated at the coastal areas. For example, Sao Paulo. Okay, we have just seen this picture over here. Okay, all you can see here is white. Is nothing but the population located. Okay, highly dense, nucleated. Because there is a supply of water and natural resources. Also the access to trade. Sao Paulo has extensive area under rich soil which makes ideal for Sao Paulo has extensive area under rich soil. Okay, जमीन आहे आणि जी काही सुपीक जमीन आहे ते लोक घेऊ शकतात. ओके, it also has a large supply of natural minerals such as iron ore, and it also has a steady energy supply. Also, we know that there is a rich soil for the growing coffee. Also, there is a large supply of natural minerals. Okay, also there is a we can find the iron over there. Okay, and there is energy supply. The southeastern Asia area has a good transport system too. आणि हा जो काय साऊथ ईस्टर्न एरिया आहे तिथे ट्रान्सपोर्टची फॅसिलिटी सुद्धा चांगली आहे. दिस मेक्स द साओ पॉलो एरिया इन न्यूक्लिएटेड सेटलमेंट्स. ओके, त्यामुळेच साओ पॉलो रिजन मध्ये मोठ्या प्रमाणात लोक राहतात आणि इट इज नथिंग बट द न्यूक्लिएटेड सेटलमेंट्स. सो these are some reasons why Sao Paulo has such a dense population and nucleated settlement. Okay, rich soil so that they can grow coffee. Also, large supply of minerals like iron. Okay, there is a steady energy supply. Also, there is a good transportation system. Okay, you have to remember it. Rural. Okay, figure 7.3 they have given. Okay, city of Sao Paulo. You can see there. It is too much developed. Rural areas such as the northeast highlands suffer from extreme droughts. Okay, which makes it difficult for forecasting, practicing agriculture, and hence settlements are sparse here. आणि रुरल एरियामध्ये जर गेला तुम्ही नॉर्थ ईस्ट हायलँड्स, आपण जो ब्राझीलचा नकाशा आहे, ओके, मॅप आहे, तो जो तुम्ही जरा विचार घेतला, तो जो काही नॉर्थ ईस्टर्न एरिया आहे, ओके, सो दॅट नॉर्थ ईस्टर्न एरिया फेसेस ड्रॉट. त्यांना दुष्काळाला तोंड द्यावं लागतं बिकॉज देर इज नॉट अ गुड सप्लाय ऑफ वॉटर ओव्हर देअर. ओके, एक्स्ट्रीम ड्रॉट्स. That's why it is very difficult for practicing agriculture. Already we know for agriculture, water supply is very necessary. Okay, need of water is very, very much. That's why it becomes very difficult for the agriculture in the northeastern region. That's why no agriculture, okay, no water supply. Okay, that's why there is a very sparse population. Very विरळ आहे लोकसंख्या तिथे. Settlements become sparse as we move in towards the central part of the Brazil. Okay, we just have seen that northeastern part of the Brazil has very sparse population. But if we move inside the Brazil, okay, central Brazil, or the west side or south northwest side of the Brazil, that is central Brazil, then the population is very much sparse. Settlement is very much sparse there. So there are some different reasons. Major reasons are given here. So let's see why the settlements are very sparse in the central part of the Brazil. Okay, so that area is covered by thick, dense equatorial rainforest. ओके, जे काही वर्षावन आहेत. ओके, अत्यंत दाट घनदाट असे वर्षावन तेथे आढळतात. ओके, दॅट्स वाय we cannot live there, or survival is not possible there. The second reason is the climate here is unhealthy and unfit for settlement. Okay, there is also very bad climate and unhealthy climate. That's why you cannot be fit into that atmosphere. Limitations on use and exploitation of natural resources. Okay, so in that region we cannot find much more natural resources. Okay, but we know that we need natural resources for our development, and in the central part it is very difficult to find out the natural resources. Also, poor transport links in the region. Okay, in that region it is very difficult for the transport also. Okay, in 7.4 figure you can easily see that rainforest in the Amazon basin. Okay, Amazon is one of the very longest and the largest river in the world. Okay, you can say everything is a greenery over there, that is the rainforest, and you cannot see a single piece of land, open land. Okay, so that you can get settled over there. That's why the area or the central part of the Brazil is having very dispersed settlement or very sparse population. Urbanization in India. Okay, now we will see urbanization in India. Okay, शहरीकरण थोडक्यात भारतामध्ये शहरीकरण वाढलं कसं ते आपण बघूयात. Okay, voice is still breaking. Hello. Okay, it is clear now, na? So, do you have any problem regarding the topic that we have covered? Hello. Okay, if you have, you can ask me because the voice was not clear there. Okay, my voice was little breaking. Okay, okay, okay. You can easily understand with one reading also. So we will take the next topic now. That is urbanization in India. इंडियामध्ये शहरीकरण कसं झालं? Okay, the level of urbanization is measured in terms of percentage of urban population to total population. Okay, अर्बनायझेशन कसं कन्सिडर करतात? तर टोटल सपोज इंडियाची लोकसंख्या किती आहे? इट इज ऑलमोस्ट 130 crores or near about 135 to 140 crores. Okay, so how much population uh okay among 140 crores live in the cities or in the urban areas? So that is the percentage. Okay, we can easily find out the percentage that how many people lives in an urban area or in the cities. So here is the graph. So trend of urbanization in India. On the x-axis, decades are given. Okay, years: 1961, 1971, 81, 91, 2001, and 11. On the y-axis, there is a percentage of urban population. Okay, so in 1961, after the independence, okay, we can easily see only 18% of the people were living in the India. Okay, in 1971, it was almost flat. Means from 1961 to 1971, there is no increase in urbanization. Okay, almost 18.0 to 18.2, same. In 1981, 23.3%. The population increase, 5% increase in the 10 years. 1991, 25 years. It means the urbanization of India is having very steady growth and slow growth. Okay, but it is very steady one. So in the next year, there will be again survey. Okay, and in that survey also, the population percentage which lives in the urban part of the India will also increase than 31%. Okay, easily 7.5 figure. So this is the data of 1961 to 2011. 2011. Read the graph in figure 7.5 below and answer the following questions. Okay, so based on this graph, they have asked some questions. What was the percentage of urbanization? Okay, in which decade was urbanization the highest? Okay, so you can easily tell in which decade what was the percentage of the urban population in India. Okay, so geographic explanation. It is clear from the above graph that the growth of urbanization in India has been slow. Okay, already graph by seeing the graph. Okay, we already discussed that graph is very steady. Okay, steady growth. The population is uh, moving towards the cities, and that's why there is a urbanization. And in India, it has been very slow. The level of urbanization in India in 2011 was 31.16%, which is quite low in comparison to developed countries. Okay, if you compare India to developed countries, then this 31% is very low. What does it mean? Out of 100 people, only 31 people in the India live in a city. Okay, and in developed countries, this percent is very high. At the same time, the urban population is increasing expansion of the urban centers. Okay, and emergence of new towns have played a significant role in the growth of urban population and urbanization in the country. Okay, so this is nothing but the people that are living in the urban areas, that is urban population. Okay, it's increasing expansion of the urban centers. Whatever the urban centers means, the city, the people living in the city, they are increasing their centers. Okay, suppose to me, if we consider take the example of Pune, then Pune was very small if we compare it to the 50 years before. Okay, 50 years ago Pune was very small. After that, uh, people from the outside went to the Pune, and continuously Pune increased. Now Pune is very big. Okay, so this is nothing but the expansion of the urban centers. Also, emergence of new towns have played a significant role in the growth of the urban population. Okay, पुन्हा आपण जर मुंबईचं एक्झाम्पल घेतलं तर पहिली जुनी मुंबई आणि नवी मुंबई असे दोन प्रकार आहेत. ओके, सो न्यू मुंबई. ओके, न्यू मुंबई इज नथिंग बट द न्यू सेटलमेंट. Okay, this is nothing but the emergence of new towns. Also, if we take the example of Delhi and New Delhi, okay, so the old part of the Delhi is nothing but only Delhi, and whatever the part that is developed in recent years is nothing but the New Delhi. So it is emergence of new towns. So it has played significant role in the growth of urban population and also the urbanization in the country. Urbanization has been more in the southern part than in the northern part in the India. Okay, already we know that South India is more developed, somewhat, or a human development index in the south is greater than the north. Okay, so that's why urbanization has been more in the southern part than in northern part. So southern part मध्ये कोण येतं? Kerala, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu. Okay, and in northern part Bihar, UP, Rajasthan, MP, Jharkhand, okay, Odisha. So all these things, all these states. So it is very urbanization is less in the northern part of the India. Goa is the most urbanized state with 62% of the population living in the urban areas. Okay. जवळपास गोवा हा एकच प्रकारचा स्टेट आहे की जेथे पॉप्युलेशन सगळ्यात जास्त आहे जी सिटीमध्ये राहते किंवा अर्बन एरियामध्ये राहते जवळपास 62%. Delhi is more than 80% urban. Okay, if we take the example of 80, sorry, Delhi, then it is almost 80 people are living in the cities, 80%. It means if the population of Delhi is 100 people, okay, then out of that 100, 80 people live in the Delhi city and 20 remaining lives outside the city in the rural area. Delhi is more, sorry, in the state of the Tamil Nadu, Maharashtra, Gujarat, and Kerala, urbanization is more. Okay, as we know, Maharashtra, Gujarat, Kerala, and Tamil Nadu, these are the developing or developed states in the India. So that's why, obviously, of course, there is a more urbanization. Himachal Pradesh, Jammu Kashmir, Uttarakhand, Bihar, Rajasthan are some of the states with low level of urbanization. Okay, as we discussed earlier, Bihar, Rajasthan, okay, Uttar Himachal Pradesh are less urbanized. The Indian subcontinent has a long history since ancient times. Since ages of the population of this country is living in the river basins, on plateaus and mountains. Indraprastha, okay, Mithila, Varanasi, Harappa, Mohenjo-daro, Ujjain, Pratishthan, okay, nothing but Paitan, were the urban settlements of earlier times. Okay, this shows that India has a great tradition of urbanization. Okay, so if we take the example from the Prachin or the ancient India, then we can easily understand that the Indraprastha, okay, was very urbanized. Mithila, Varanasi, so all these cities mentioned here were urbanized cities. So from this we can easily understand that the history of urbanization, okay, or tradition of urbanization in India is very well. Okay, so do you want to understand how the urbanized states of India? What is the state of urbanization in India? We have just seen one graph. In the graph, the graph is peak. It means intensity of urbanization is growing. Now So, guys, am I audible now? Hello? Okay, okay. So, sorry for the disturbance. I just refreshed my network, okay? So, we have just covered urbanization in India, right? Now, we will see urbanization is Brazil, okay, in Brazil. How it is different from the India. Okay, let's see the screen. Here is the urbanization in Brazil. Can you see the screen? Is it visible? Okay. So they have asked you one something. Okay. Look at the table on page 49. Okay. You can see the table in the next page. Okay. 49. It shows the growth of share of urban population in total population of Brazil. And you have asked to draw the graph from line graph. Okay. Line graph from the table. Examine the graph carefully and answer the following questions. Okay, you can easily draw the graph like the graph we have seen for the India. Okay, you can easily on the x-axis, decades are there, years are there, and in the y-axis there is a percentage of urban population. So before moving to that, so let's see this graph. Okay, this table. So prepare a chlorophyll map showing urban population using the data given in the table. Okay, below. Okay, chlorophyll map तुम्हाला माहितीच असेल. Okay, so using that map you have to locate this data in the map. Okay, urban population percentage category, that is 1 to 20, 21 to 40. Okay, 1 to 20 Himachal Pradesh, Bihar, Assam. So you have to find out where is Himachal Pradesh, where is Bihar, where is Assam and Odisha. So you have to give some different color for that. From 21 to 40 there are many states. Okay, almost almost 10 to 10 to 15 states. Okay, from 40 to 41 to 60. Okay, so easily you can do that. Okay, and all this is data taken from the census 2011. Okay, here is the one table given Brazil percentage of urban population in 1960 to 2010. ओके, 1960 तर 2000 पर्यंतचा 2010 पर्यंत हा डेटा दिलेला आहे. ओके, सो इन 1960s the urban population of Brazil was 47.1% and India it was only 18%. So in the next decade it increased up to 56. In 1980s it was 66, and moving towards the 2010 it was almost 84.6. Means out of 100 people of the Brazil, 85 people live in the city and only 15 people live in the rural areas. It means the urbanization is very high in Brazil than in India. It is almost three times. Okay, we can say it is almost three times than the India. So what is the interval of data they have asked? 10 years. Okay, in which period did urbanization occur rapidly? Okay, rapidly urbanization कुठे कोणत्या year मध्ये झालं? You can easily find out the difference between them, and okay, you can find it. Write 5 sentences analyzing this graph. So you can easily analyze this graph and write the sentences. So is it okay with the graph? Are you able to draw the graph? Can you draw the graph? Okay, okay. The line graph, same as we have seen for the India. Okay, urbanization in India, we have seen that graph. The same data, data is different, but the same pattern. Okay. Okay, so let's see the geographical explanation for the urbanization in Brazil. Brazil is one of the few developing countries which is highly urbanized. Okay, ब्राझीलची जी काही टोटल ती कंट्री आहे ब्राझील ही, तर ती डेव्हलपिंग कंट्री आहे आणि तिच्यामध्ये अर्बनायझेशन सगळ्यात जास्त आहे, हायली अर्बनाइज्ड. Brazil's substantial urban growth progress process is unique and one of the underlying factors contributing to its present day rapid economic growth. Today, about 86% of the Brazil's population live in the urban areas. Okay, so in the Brazil, there was rapid economic growth. So due to the rapid economic growth, the people moved from village areas to the urban areas or city areas. Okay, that's why today, if we take the see the data, then almost 86% of the population lives in the urban areas. So definition of urban is not very clear in Brazil. In Brazil, rapid urbanization happened mainly in south and southeast, with Sao Paulo emerging as a major metropolitan and industrial area. Looking at this growth, okay, so definition of urban is not very clear in Brazil. ब्राझीलमध्ये अर्बनायझेशन व्याख्या थोडीशी वेगळी आहे किंवा क्लिअर नाही. म्हणजे आपण काय म्हणतो की अर्बनायझेशन केव्हा म्हणायचं, सपोज एखाद्या एरियात समजा एवढी पॉप्युलेशन जर झाली, सपोज पूर्वी 5,000 होती, आता जर 50,000 झाली, तर आपल्याकडे असं डिफिनेट केलेलं आहे किंवा डिफाईन केलेलं आहे. वेगळ्या प्रकारचे डेफिनेशन आहे, काही प्रकारचे क्रायटेरियाज आहे. ओके, तर ते क्रायटेरिया जर एखाद्या ठिकाणी फुलफिल होत असेल, पॉप्युलेशन ठराविक क्षमतेपेक्षा जास्त असेल, ओके, सो that areas are considered as the urban areas, but this is not clear in the Brazil. In Brazil, mainly the south and southeast part of the Brazil is urbanized. In that, Sao Paulo is emerging as a major metropolitan and industrial area. Looking at this growth in few parts of the country, the government is promoting go west policy, which will reduce pressure on few areas where population is concentrated and will reduce regional imbalance in the country. Okay, already we have seen that there is a regional imbalance in the Brazil. That is, only southeast part or the southeast coastal area of the Brazil is populated, and all other part is very sparse populated or very low population or very less population is living there. So government is promoting go west policy. Means government is saying that go to the central Brazil, go to the west side of the Brazil. Okay, maybe they are giving some subsidies, some benefits to the people. So because of that, there will be uh, the pressure will get reduced on few areas where the population is very high, and also the regional imbalance also in reduced. Okay, in the country. Study the chloropleth map of the Brazil showing the state-wise urban population of the Brazil and answer the following regions. Okay, which states are the most urbanized? Which states are the least urbanized? Okay, very simple questions. From the graph, you can easily find this. Okay, so you can find that chloropleth graph, and from that, this is the exercise for you people. Okay, which okay colors of the both? Compare the line graph shown in the figure 6.5 and the one drawn by you for the Brazil. Okay, we have seen the 7.5. Okay, here India, and we have asked for this Brazil. Okay, so you have to ask to compare them. Okay, write 5 lines on the changes in that have occurred urbanization in both the countries with the time. ओके, वेळेसोबत काळासोबत दोन्ही देशांमध्ये अर्बनायझेशन मध्ये कसे कसे चेंजेस झाले, काय काय चेंजेस झाले, हाऊ दॅट graph changed. You have to write some sentences about that. Make a short note on comparison between settlement patterns in India and Brazil on the basis of following points: location, pattern, types, and density. Okay. Observe the two satellite images given below. Describe the settlement with respect to physiography. considering the physiography. Where could these settlements be located? Find out their settlement pattern and limitations with respect to their future growth. Okay. So friends, you can easily see over here. Okay. There is a hilly region there. Okay. So physiography or topography is very different. Okay. Very uneven. You can easily see. So the population is concentrated in the one particular area only. So that's why there is a region of hilly region. Okay. Slopey. There is a slopey land. You can easily see here. These are the satellite images. So make friends with maps. Okay, North Atlantic Ocean. This is Brazil. You can easily see Brazil here, and also the urban population percentage of the urban population or given here. So the dark color is showing the highest urbanization. Okay, so in Goiás, okay, in Sao Paulo, Rio de Janeiro, okay, Espírito Santo. So these four states are very highly urbanized. So almost more population is living there. After that, the paint colors are giving with the reducing urbanization rates, percentage of the urbanization. Okay, you can easily see. So, which factors have affected urbanization in Brazil? We already seen the answer for this. Okay, why population is less in the Brazil? In the last lesson also, we have seen why the population is very less in the west part of the or the central part of the Brazil. Okay, I have given this for the exercise also. So complete that, you will get the answer of this. Why the urbanization in the Brazil? Okay, what are the factors affecting in urbanization? Geographical explanation for that also given. As you can see from the map, urbanization has occurred more in coastal states than the states in the interior of the country. Obviously, we have seen that just now we have seen that the more urbanization is occurred in the coastal region or the states which are located nearer to coast. The states in the interior part of the country, okay, is very less urbanization. States like Sao Paulo, Goiás, and Minas Gerais have more urban population than states in the north. ओके, उत्तरेकडील जो काही नॉर्थ एरिया आहे, ओके, त्याच्यापेक्षा हा जो काही डार्क एरिया, डार्क कलरने फेंट दिलेला एरिया आहे, ओके, सो देर इज highly urbanized states. Okay, these are highly urbanized states. But if you go to the north, then there is a very less urbanization. Okay, as population is very less in Amazon basin and Brazilian highlands, urbanization is also less. Okay, it's obvious, it is natural that if there are very hilly land, okay, mountainous region, high region there, so human settlements cannot be survive there. That's why the urbanization is also very less there. In this part, Manaus is a port on the confluence of the Negro and the Amazon. Negro and the Amazon. Urbanization has occurred here. Okay. Manaus. Okay. Manaus. Where is the Manaus? Okay. Here is the Manaus. Okay. You can see here Manaus. So here is the population is somewhat good. Okay. More settlement is over there. Okay, so friends, this was nothing but the human or urbanization or human settlements in the India in the Brazil. So we have compared that, we have covered all the topic regarding this map. Okay. So do you have any doubt regarding this? Hello? No doubt. So this chapter was very simple and very little one. Okay. Just the fast वर घेतला नाही ना आपण. Okay. जास्त स्पीड ना घेतला नाही ना आपण. Hello? Okay, you understood it. Okay. So in this way, we have covered your seventh lesson also. Okay, it was not very big. Only two major points are there. Okay, types of settlements. Okay, nucleatic settlement and dispersed settlement. We have seen why in India how settlement is there. Okay, and how the settlement in Brazil. Okay, we have compared them. We have seen the reason why the settlement is like this, why there is a nucleated settlement, why in other another region there is a dispersed settlement, what are the factors affecting it. Also, we have seen urbanization. Urbanization in India, urbanization in Brazil. What are the factors that are affecting in India for the urbanization, and what are the factors that are affecting urbanization in Brazil? Also, we have seen the previous data for the urbanization in India and in Brazil also. So we have compared them. Okay, this in this chapter only. Okay. Also, here is the exercise given for you people. Okay, you have to take the correct answer. This is exercise for you. I will post it on the Google Classroom. Okay, kindly check the Google Classroom and complete that exercise. Okay. Okay, Kalindi, Shine, Lavanya, you are just saying okay, we will complete, but complete it, take the photo of that and post it, or the upload it on the Google Classroom. I will give the exercise for this later on, but before that complete the remaining exercises. Okay, assignments. So friends, for today it is over, but read the topic again, and please tell me if you have any doubts regarding any point. Okay, so in the next lecture we will start your next topic, that is your eighth lesson. Okay, so kindly revise the topic. Okay, practice it. You have exercise to draw the graph. Okay, of the Brazil line graph. Okay, okay, so you people are getting the points and whatever we are teaching. So for today you can leave the class, no problem. I will just post exercise or assignment on the Google Classroom. So for today you can leave the class now.